Hey everybody, I just finished a night of classes here at the studio and I wanted to share about a little bit about the life skill that we worked on. It's called Don't Blame the Check Engine Light. It's a pretty funny concept because, of course, when the check engine light comes on, we all tend to get frustrated by that. You got something to fix, it's a headache, it costs money. But in the end, of course, we're grateful that the check engine light came on because it tells us something's wrong and we can fix it before it becomes a much bigger problem. Makes total sense. So what we're teaching in the studio is don't blame the check engine light on yourself, which is typically the emotions. When an adult or child has emotions come up, that is usually a sign that there is a belief pattern or a habit that is not very accurate or productive, and it's time to address it. So most of the time, though, people will get mad when their emotions come up, like if someone says or does something to them that pushes their buttons and the emotion comes out and they get so frustrated, they are initially mad at the person who pushed their button, when in reality, the button being pushed is just the check engine light coming on saying, hey, you've got something to work on. Maybe you have the belief pattern off. Maybe you have a bad habit that you need to fix. And so we don't want to get mad. It would be like if my check engine light came on in the car and I start screaming at it like, you stupid light, turn off. That doesn't make any sense because it doesn't actually address the issue. So for the kids, for example, if mom or dad comes to them and says, hey, you didn't clean up your mess in the front room, or you got to get to work on your checklist, and the kid starts throwing a fit in the class, what we're teaching them is your fit and your emotion coming out, that is your check engine light, and it's telling you you need to work on something. You got something to fix. Usually it's a belief pattern, and it is maybe you're thinking your mom or dad are mean because they're making you do chores, when in reality, it's the exact opposite. It would be mean if mom or dad did not teach you how to do chores, because then you don't know how to take care of yourself. Or maybe you need to do better at doing your chores before mom or dad ask you to. So usually it's almost always the opposite. For adults, maybe there are times when you get your buttons pushed and you feel like somebody misunderstands you or doesn't respect your time. And those can be true. That can be an accurate thing. However, your emotional reaction is still your responsibility. Somebody else's bad behavior is not an excuse to blame. It's not an excuse to blame them so that you can throw fits and tantrums. Another one is guilt. Sometimes we feel guilty because we've done something wrong. And the guilt, if you're using guilt the wrong way, just to feel like you're a horrible person, you feel shamed, that you're broken, that's not healthy. It's not going to help you. But if you're using guilt like seeing where you did something wrong or could have handled something better, and then you utilize that check engine light to fix your behavior or correct something, well, that's a good thing. But the main point is, don't blame the check engine light. That's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Instead, be in gratitude that the check engine light came on. So when those emotional buttons get pushed, be in gratitude that something is showing up telling you, hey, you have something to learn or practice or tweak or change. Otherwise, you're getting mad at the check engine light, which makes no sense. So that's our life skill this week. It's going great. The kids are things are starting to click for the kids. And I see a lot of parents taking the information in, utilizing it, or trying to understand how they can use it in their own lives. And that's the beauty. Life skills work best when the whole family gets to work on these things. And so that's what we encourage. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this message. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Hope you have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.